Hey guys, welcome back to the program. Welcome back to the DeeTimeLove show. And today you join me for a very interesting video indeed. We've got a brand new release from Olto 8 watches that will be available on the 28th of April. And just to give you a heads up before we go into the video, before we go into the unveiling, there is going to be a considerable discount if you sign up early. I'll leave a link in the description. The watch retails at $400 US, but with that 25% discount, there's a considerable discount if you get in early, guys. And I'll leave a link to that Kickstarter campaign in the description. But guys, as you guys are aware, those of you that are familiar with the types of watches I've been reviewing over the years would have come across quite a few Olto 8 watches. They've always been very positive, especially for the quality, for the price point. And let's see if this watch is any different. But it comes with the normal Olto 8 box, as you can see here, guys, and it comes with a pouch as well. I think it's like false leather. I don't think it's real, but it's sort of like a leather grain print you can see on this pouch. But let's pop the case open and have a look at the watch, and there you have it, guys. Look at that. Let's change perspective. Let's go through the specifications of this watch, and then I'll give you my first impressions. Let's take a closer look at the watch and let's go through the specs and so on. But I just want to start off by saying, look at the dial on this Olto 8. Look at that. Look at that blue. Now, this watch comes in many different color variations, but I went for the blue one. And as you can see, I think this blue is stunning, and it really does look like coral, doesn't it, to be fair? Let's get a bit closer for you guys. Look at that. And straight away, and as you can see there, this watch is 300 meters water resistance. I love the handset as well. And you've got an internal rotating bezel, as you can see there, guys. Two crowns, one at 3, the other one at 9. Very cool. So the one at 3 is for the actual time function, the handsets, and the other one is for the internal rotating bezel. We'll check that out shortly. And you can see there's crown guards there as well. Very nice indeed, I have to say. You can see on the top there's like a satin finish with a bit of beveling there. Satin finish throughout. Actually, it looks a bit more bead blasted there, guys. As you can see, very cool. But in terms of dimensions, and I measured this up, it's very much a square timepiece, guys. So comes in at 44 millimeters in terms of case diameter, and lug to lug you're looking at 45 millimeters, and it is very much lugless. And as you can see, I think the band width for this is 22 millimeters with easy release spring bars there. Very nice. I think it's just like some sort of silicone strap. Very good quality, I have to say. Let's have a look at the back here. Screw down case back as well. Sapphire crystal, all in stainless steel, automatic. Olto 8. Now, this watch is hosting a Seiko NH35 movement, which is very popular within micro brands today. Very reliable, robust, and around about 40 hours power reserve. Proven horse movement, a workhorse movement. I'd say very cool indeed. But looking at those crowns, it's a screw down crown. And as you can see there, guys, get into focus. This is a screw down crown, 300 meters water resistant. Let's just see how this operates. Bear with me. Very nice indeed. Yeah, very cool, I have to say. Let's get a little bit of a close-up for you to look at that dial. Well, I have to admit, the quality of the dial is very impressive, especially at this price point. Operates very well. Let's check out the bezel action now. So screw this crown in. Bear with me, guys. And I've always been pleasantly surprised with Olto 8 in terms of the quality. But they've got a screw down crown as well for the internal rotating bezel. There you go. Bi-directional bezel. Very cool. So before you go diving, you set it before you go, and then you're off. Very nice. Very nice. I love this blue. This sort of, it's sort of like a dark navy blue, but it's a bit sunburst in different lighting. I'd love to get this in natural sunlight, and I've had to delay this review, guys, because it's been pouring down with rain in the UK, and I was hoping that I would get the review done in natural sunlight, but unfortunately that's not the case, and I may leave some shots later at the end of the video if I do get it in natural sunlight for you guys to check out. But yeah, I mean, spec-wise, it wears on the wrist really well. I love that. The highlight of this watch is the sort of, what they're saying is 1930s inspired, you know, camera equipment, dive watches of that generation. And as you can see there, guys, what I've done in the background, bit cheesy. There you go. You know what I do? I do like to make an effort with my props when I'm making videos. But first impressions, well, as soon as I got it out of the box, I do like the case. There is a little bit of a Bell & Ross vibe going on here. I know they don't play homage, but there is a bit of a Bell & Ross in terms of, you know, square watches. When I think of square watches, I normally think of, you know, Bell & Ross when it comes to sports leisure watches. I do love the internal rotating bezel. I do love the fact that it's got two crowns. It's very symmetrical as well, the case. There's some real balance there. I haven't seen any dials like this, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Fantastic. Now, this watch is being launched on the 28th of April. Kickstarter campaign. There's 25% early bird discount, which makes it an absolute bargain. Now, if you want something a little bit different in your collection, something that's not going to break the bank, something that's a bit different, a bit unique, a square watch in your collection, then this could be the piece for you, for sure. If I'm being overly critical, what would I say? I'm really struggling to think of anything negative to say. I mean, for the price, sapphire crystal, good finishing on the case. Look at that. Fantastic. Internal rotating bezel. I mean, it's extremely good value for money. I have to say, Olto 8 have really smashed it out of the park. I mean, look, Olto 8 are going to be exhibiting at Time London. So if you want to see this timepiece, come down on the 15th of June. They'll also be at BQ Watches as well. They're coming down. And they really do make interesting watches at very affordable prices. But they do not lack quality. And honestly, when you come to the show, you get this on your hand and you think to yourself, well, this is around about minimal, around the £1,000 mark, and it's coming in at, you know, £400, or sorry, 400 US dollars. So what's that, about £350 sterling? What an absolute bargain in terms of what you're getting there, guys. Let's change perspective and get the watch on my wrist. Now then, let's get the watch on the wrist, and I have to say, guys, it's pleasantly very comfortable. Now, the watch gives the illusion that it's quite thick and chunky, but I measured it at 12.5 millimeters, so it's actually very thin, and the case gives it real presence. It's actually lugless, and it wraps around my wrist, just sits on my wrist very well, guys, I have to say. And I've just got under, I think it's about 6.6 inch wrist, guys, and it wraps around the wrist really well, very comfortable indeed. So my first impressions is, when I got this watch out of the box, I was really impressed with that dial. It really did speak to me. Very different, something that I was thinking, well, at this price, I think the UK price would be around about £350 sterling as well, and with that 25% early bird discount, my God, it's very affordable in the world where Seiko really upped their prices. It's got a nice Seiko NH35 movement, reliable, robust. It's not going to give you any problems. And at this price point, it really is good fun, but great spec, 300 meters water resistance. You really can't argue with the spec, guys, can you? I have to say, very nice. Nice finishing with that satin finish. 300 meters, sapphire crystal, automatic, manual wind, hacking, 40 hours power reserve with a good silicone strap and with that leather pouch as well. Packaging isn't amazing, I'll be honest with you. They don't really go all out on the packaging. Olto 8, it's okay, but the watch definitely does not disappoint at this price point, and I would highly recommend it at this price point. It's a no-brainer. I spend more money when I go out for bites to eat, to be honest with you, and you could walk out with a watch. They are going to be exhibiting at Time London on the 15th at Dariana Wembley. They're also going to be available at BQ Watches on day 2. So guys, if you're interested in these watches, come and check them out at Time London. They're very cool indeed. I love this timepiece. It really is solid. Don't just take my word for it. Come and check them out at Time London and check out the quality of this piece. You'll be pleasantly surprised what great quality they are at this price point. I think I'd argue to find any brand at this price point that gives you this spec. I mean, £350, 300 meters water resistance, sapphire crystal, great finishing on the actual case, strap, 2 crowns, internal rotating bezel, screw down crown, manual wine hacking, 40 hours power reserve. Mate, wow, I sound like a salesman. But anyway, that is the facts of this piece. It's very cool. Check it out, guys. Leave your comments below, and I'll leave you some footage of the loom now. And guys, leave your comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.